As more and more schools are looking to turn their campuses into totalitarian regimes, some are actually fighting back. And that goes for one sixth grader at an Ohio public school who back on May 13th was punished for not using the right transgender pronoun to describe one of his classmates. Now, this whole mess started back in art class. It started back in art class during this whole semester, where a group of girls were basically affirming another student in the class who was transitioning over to a female, biological male, but now wanted to be referred to as a female. The girls were talking about how the new woman was going to start taking female hormones and then also have his male private parts removed, and then that would make him an official girl. Now, according to the student, and they've redacted names for the sake of privacy reasons, he was subject to this all semester long, and he finally had enough and he spoke up and he says, look, he is a male, plain and simple. He is not a girl, he is a male. That's how he was born, that's the way that he is. It doesn't matter what he goes and has done. Now, another student also agreed with him, and the teacher in the class overheard what the students were saying and reported them immediately to the principal and said, you cannot refer to that student as a he when it is in fact a she. Now, the next day, on May 14th, the student was in PE class when it was that moment that he was called out of PE class in front of all of his other classmates into the assistant principal's office, where he was reprimanded again for referring to his classmate as a male, when in fact the assistant principal said, you did not use the correct gender pronouns, and look, you are entitled to your own opinion, but when you are here at school, you have to refer to your classmate as a female. You have to use the appropriate gender pronouns that they want you to use. After all this was said and done, the other student that also agreed with him got in a little bit more trouble because the teacher said that that student was being more bullying in his approach, while the original student was just stating opinions. Well, a whole lawsuit went out about this, and they filed a lawsuit, the boys' parents did, with the Christian legal group Liberty Counsel. And we just got this all squared away as of now. So here we are 3-4 months later, and they have informed the school that a student's First Amendment rights do not stop at the gates of the school. They are entitled to speak their mind and their opinion on what they feel on any issue, especially if this student, which he was subject to hearing all of this talk all semester in art class. This was against his will. He didn't want to necessarily have to hear this conversation. It wasn't like he could just get up and walk out of class. He was there, he had to hear it. So he was entitled to speak his mind and his own opinion. They sent that letter to the school, and the school apologized and said that we're going to be punishing anybody. They're free to speak their mind on, whatever issue. We didn't mean to do anything. But, the usual spiel that they give when they're caught, when they're found out, when they get in trouble for trying to be a totalitarian school. That's just what happens. They want more than ever to have complete and total control over all students and have them submit and bend the knee to the LGBT agenda. Now, if you guys want to read the full statement, the full letter that was released by Liberty Counsel to the school, I'll put a link below in the description. You can check it out there, but I'm going to say it again. It is so important that we continue to fight against these schools and anybody else. I don't care whatever business it is, because it's been proven that we as Christians and conservatives, we can win, but we have to be willing to fight against schools. We cannot just lay down, roll over, because if we do, they're going to walk all over us. And for this particular student and his parents, I commend them for what they did. They took the fight right to the school and they put them in their place, because if not, they would have gotten out of line and this would have continued and more students would have been punished as a result of this. Let's keep fighting. We got a long road ahead of us, guys. We truly do. If you enjoy these videos, please consider giving them a like and a share. Also subscribing here if you are new. I greatly appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much for spending a couple of minutes of your day with me today. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you. And I will talk with you soon.